10 seconds.
Catch you on the flap side.
Blue collar check.
6, 5,
Go to black.
4, 3.
7 WEOB, The Asylum.
That was weird.
For 10 years, I have done the best I could to raise you. Have I been perfect? No. Do I know anything about children? No. Should I have picked up a book on parenting? Probably. Where was I going with this? I had a point.
Actually, I love you.
Well, I love you too.
Hello, everybody. This is the Loud House Critic, one guy with 1,000 views and all the episodes I must review. You know, today is a very special day for all women, particularly speaking, moms. And today's Loud House episode actually saved me, because I've just about reviewed every single Loud House episode by far, and I'm nearly close to 300. And I thought for sure I was going to be out of an episode review that happened to do with Rita having to spend time with her kids. That was until I watched this episode that came from season 6, Crown and Dirty. Then again, the episode title would have been called Pageant Mom. This is the 34th episode from season 6, as I stated before, and above all, the 280th episode. Which I know most people wanted me to review this back in March, but somewhat when watching the episode, it felt right for me to actually use this for a Mother's Day review, because it has Lola and Rita, which has been a very rare case to see a great bondage with Lola and her mom in an episode. I mean, just the two of them. So everybody's gonna be asking me, what do I actually think of this episode? Do I think the crown is actually polished, or is it dirty in the dump? Let's find out on the Specials Mother's Day review.
I have been having this dream, and crazy as it may seem, en mi cabeza la veo, princesa, I sweep her away. For in my dream I'm a prince. Everybody has
peaches, 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 peaches.
You're playing with fire here! Oh, I'm telling you, you're playing with fire!
No! No way! You're not sewing buttons into my eyes?
Why, hello, Royal Woods. I'm Dana Dufresne. You might remember me as host from last year's Little Miss Oyster Mushroom Pageant.
I also remember you from how sick and twisted you turned out to be. Not to mention how painful your singing can be.
I'm talking about the beautiful girls.
Well, it can't be any more painful than the lousy performance you're giving.
What's going on? My pageant senses are tingling.
I think Lola might become the next mini Spider-Gwen. And I'm so highly anticipated for that movie. I even got my Miles Morales Spider-Man suit ready to wear at the theater.
Entries right now for the Little Miss Mothers and Daughters pageant. And in honor of the event, I'll be hosting with my mom, Dee Dee Dufresne, Little Miss Yo-Yo 1958.
Yeah, if you don't mind, could you kill me and then put your mom to sleep?
Be quiet! Oh, come on, I'm just having fun with you.
Hurry and enter. Registration ends soon.
Lola, you gonna enter with Mom?
Yeah, if I want to lose.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, short stack. Enlighten us.
Nothing like having to wrestle another mom in the produce section over the last carton of eggs. But I took her down!
I'm not so sure what I'd be mostly afraid of. That crazy serial killer look in her face, or the fact that she laughs like a maniacal, psychopathic, Lou Ann loud joker. Speaking of face...
See? Hot Mess Express! Mom is not pageant material. And Lola Loud has a reputation to maintain.
Yeah, and what reputation is that you're trying to keep? Oh yeah, I know. Your sense of princess fucking dignity, along with you not willing to lose your virginity in the backseat of your fucking Jeep.
Lucky for me, Mom would never even want to do a pageant.
See, with any type of flavor, she'd be salty.
I guess she doesn't know. My hot gossip senses are tingling. Spill it!
Jesus Christ!
Do you actually enjoy eavesdropping on everybody's conversations?
Mom has really been into mother kid activities these days. She insisted on jamming on tambourine during the Moon Goat's last gig.
Now listen while I play my green tambourine.
I wish I could have seen an episode like that because she actually did play a tambourine in House Music. That was before we even saw her and Lynn's face. But I wish there could have been a good episode with her and Luna. Not so sure what they're going to do for season 7, but hopefully next year I might have another Mother's Day episode to review.
And she insisted on playing David Steele's mom in my latest film. The 2-hour homework scene she added really slowed down the action.
Well, I wouldn't want that on my contract if I was signing up to be the next Power Ranger in line.
As long as you two keep your mouths shut, Mom won't find out about the pageant.
My, she was touchy.
Shit, what's she gonna do to these two? I thought her days of being a threatening villain were over. As long as you two keep your mouths shut, Mom's never gonna find out about the pageant, because if she does, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Get it?
The entry window for the pageant is about to close and Mom never found out! This victory tea is going to taste especially yummy today.
Survey says...
God damn!
Oh, gosh, Mom. Are you and Lola gonna enter this pageant?
What is up with this family and spitting? You guys are not a bunch of llamas. And plus, you shouldn't drink when someone is talking to you. Because if something comes to a shock to you, you're gonna fucking choke. Like this. Fucking idiot.
Lola, sweetie, look what Lenny just found online.
I specifically told you to destroy the internet.
100%. Recalibrating response model.
It's a mother-daughter pageant. We should enter. Wouldn't that be fun?
Now this is gonna get real interesting for all of us, but somewhat it's not gonna feel interesting to Lola. Then again, there's something in this episode that everybody's really not going to enjoy. Especially how badly they used this in season 4.
She didn't tell me this woman would have my heart in her fist.
Oh, I bet it's too late to enter. Oolong tea, anyone?
It says there's still 2 minutes left. Come on, Mom. I'll help you register on your computer.
God damn it. What did you say? I mean, Allah, damn it.
I love Lenny so much. She is such a saving grace. I love to have her on my team.
Oh, Lenny, how can I ever repay you?
Not necessary. Giving is my brand.
That's not the only thing that's Bran.
At the brains, that's something special.
Oh yeah, she's special, all right.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing, I'm just saying.
Hey.
Well, if I have to do that pageant with Mom, I can at least make sure we win. I have a right to protect.
Prepare yourselves, people. Lola's going into war.
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
Welcome to the Lola Loud Pageant Boot Camp. We've got a lot of fabulousness to cover.
Ooh, sounds fun.
This may seem so much fun to you, Miss Loud, but when Lola gets through with you,
I promise you.
we're going to wish it wasn't.
Are we clear?
Then I'm not explaining it right.
Understand?
First up, pageant strut. We need to be in perfect sync. So that's why we must always remember FPWSGBC.
I'm sorry, what the fuck was that? I mean, really? This is something I never even heard of from Lola's mouth. Even when Lincoln was being her coach during the first season.
Form, posture, waves, smile, grace, balance, confidence. Easy.
Are you sure you weren't too fitting to be part of the YMCA? 'Cause that sounds like you've been there before.
And I'm sure you will find that we're here to rape and kill you.
Now, let's see what you got.
Sorry, my trick knee. I should not have jumped out of that plane for Lincoln's movie.
That's why they call them stunt people. Unlike everybody else in theater class, I'm the only person who did my own stunts. But let's continue with our
Practice, practice, practice.
I so hate that movie.
Watch that posture.
Holy shit, she broke her back.
All that wave. Let's see some grace. More teeth. Let's go.
Cutest kid, show some sympathy and respect to your own mother. At least she's trying her damn best. Lincoln was never this too hard on you. And I wouldn't smile too much like that, because that would be terribly fucked up as that one movie.
Sorry.
This isn't working! I cannot work like this anymore! I've worked with Jesus! Damn it, shit fuck!
For a guy who works with Jesus, he sure swears a lot.
Okay, now watch carefully. Back, front, flick, twist, shimmy, shimmy, turn, flip, toss, and catch. Any questions?
Yeah, don't you have anything better than just doing a frickin' ribbon dance? Cause it's kinda making people feel bored out of their fucking minds, you know? Could do something a little different for this. And speaking about that...
You know what we could do instead? The dance we did for your preschool talent show. We had so much fun. Remember?
Fun, yes.
You know, it's all fun and games until it's all fun and games, you know? They look so cute in those kind of outfits. It's like they're trying out to be in the next Mary Poppins movie. It's the holly jolly day with Lola, along with her thick, sexy mom, Rita.
But that won't win us the crown. Now dance!
Why does that somehow feel like a foreshadowing that's actually going to happen in the very end of this episode? Because sadly, this kind of feels I'm picking up some vibes from Down and Out and A Star is Scorn.
Back, front, back, front, back!
Mangled up in, tangled up
Nothing is wrong. And yet all the moisture has drained from your eyes and mouth into other parts of your body.
There's something you want to say, Lola?
Yes, I am drowning my sorrows in oolong. I have no shot at winning the pageant with Mom!
Your first love is always going to be your career, and you shouldn't have to feel guilty about that. So that you can focus on the things that matter most to you.
What did you say? Did you just suggest I dump my own mother from the pageant?
Well, In order to answer that question, you need to define the parameters.
And then find someone else to take her place?
God, I hope not. We'd both be in a lot of trouble.
I had no idea you were this devious, but I like it.
Are you sure you're not Jack Nicholson's little daughter? But no matter, everybody can sense where this is all gonna go.
Lola, I had an idea for our pageant costumes. Leopard print jumpsuits.
I would think that'd be quite disturbing if you're trying to show more sex appeal than they did with Study Muffin. Seriously, if I wanted to go around town wearing a leopard print suit, I'd probably have to tear my shirt open. And that's kind of bad, going around wearing an endangered species.
Why are you sad?
We don't have to.
It's not that.
Then what is it?
I can barely speak the words, Mother!
To all the guys out there, don't even fall for that crap. I've seen some better acting from Megan Fox right after she kicked Michael Bay in the balls for leaving her out on Transformers 3.
They canceled the pageant! A national sash shortage. Oh, curse you, silk makers!
Well, I'm tired of being the bottom bitch. Just for once, I want to be in control of my train sperm.
Oh, that's too bad. I was really looking forward to it.
Me too! It just breaks my heart!
If you had a heart, you probably wouldn't be doing the right thing. So Lola actually goes to the Royal Woods Mall to actually find someone who could take Rita's place.
Okay, remember you two. We are on the lookout for a mom replacement who has that certain something it takes to win the crown with me. Any questions?
Yeah, was there no good reason that you could have actually brought Lori to actually take Rita's place? I mean, she really did her good in Sweet and Sour. I mean, just a suggestion.
Ooh, big hair, on-point makeup.
And I'm also too way damn surprised that Marge Simpson hasn't even cut her hair down to size. And if she doesn't know that's going to make a lot of people just stop and stare at her and say, why does your hair look like a huge-ass popsicle and why is it blue?
Y'all can just take that big-ass hair and those evil ways and raise the fuck up out of here, cuz.
Come on, Virginia, honey. Bath time. But we still gotta scrub behind those cute little piggy ears.
I think not.
Survey says...
Ooh, such grace.
Survey says...
For dreams they come on.
Eunice, look at that form.
You've got to be blazing Sal kidding me. Don't fucking pick her. She's not even fucking worth it. I seriously don't know why Emma Stone keeps dyeing her hair red, even when she's a natural blonde.
Ooh, my hip.
Survey says...
I'm never gonna find a fake mom. What am I going to do? It's not like a replacement is gonna just walk through those doors.
Yeah, you ought to be careful about what you say, because the cruel irony is just going to show up right in your face. And you're never going to guess who actually shows up in front of her. The obnoxious staying all day skinny, overdramatic Tinkerbell played by Greg Griffin.
We'll be dancing up a storm.
I don't suppose you think this obnoxiously staying all day skinny, overdramatic Tinkerbell is actually going to be your mom.
You gotta be kidding me.
That's fancy footwork.
Why, thank you, my dear child.
Any chance you'd be interested in the acting role of a lifetime?
Would Hamlet be interested in revenge against Claudius?
It's like Greg Griffin actually talking to herself. Then again, this ain't the first time she's actually done it. This woman actually deserves an award. Greg Griffin, I meant. But Miss Bernardo bizarrely agrees to pretend to be Rita Loud.
Eunice, Sprinkles, make room for our new mommy!
If that were my mom, I'd probably electrocute myself under a sofa. Test tube, baby. Hey, would you look at that? It's Rita Loud pretending to be Miss Bernardo.
If they'd put all that energy
we'd have the whole Earth repopulated by next Tuesday.
Spoil sport, wet blanket. You're only saying that because you can't dance.
I can too dance. I'm a great dancer. I'll show you.
Beautiful. So now we come to the Little Miss Mother and Daughters. As you can already guess about what's going to happen to Lola next in this scene. As if this hasn't been addressed before.
We are going to slay this pageant. Look at all those other girls and their moms. It's like they're not even trying to win.
That's what you think. Ah! But you couldn't be more wrong. And this will be the last time.
Hey, Lindsay, Claudette.
Whoa, is that Lindsay Sweetwater? You know, this actually seems like it's the first time we actually got to see her. Then again, we actually did get to see her in Fool Me Twice, but she didn't even speak in that one. And yet she appeared in an episode in A Tattler's Tale, but we never got to see her, but we actually hear her voice. But I remember seeing that she was a ginger in the comic, but they turned her into a brunette? If you think that's so bizarre, wait till you hear how the way she sounds. And tell me you can actually hear the slightest difference from how the way you heard her in A Tattler's Tale into this.
Why is everybody so calm? Usually these pageant girls are out for blood.
Survey says...
Oh, this tastes surprisingly delicious.
Jesus Christ!
Are you serious?
Oh, funny, sweet, completely oblivious Lola. This is a mother-daughter pageant, sweetie. We all know it's not about winning. Hey, I'm gonna help you. Not because I like you, but because I'm tired of always coming in second place to Lola.
It's just about spending time with our mama.
Oh, I couldn't forget about you, Claudette, ever since Gowning out. Speaking of, where's China and where's that other girl? Then again, it's actually good to see Claudette actually make more appearance.
Oh, what fun we are having. I wouldn't trade it for any crown or sash or scepter or...
Yeah, I get it, Claudette.
Yet the way she projected that, the guilt is starting to build up to her. And yet, she's gonna regret so much, as bad as Lord Portleyrine did.
Something special, but you've broken our agreement. Why is he talking like Madame Fruit? Oh my god. I regret so much.
He's gonna need to have no homo tattooed on his forehead after this.
What have I done? Mom just wanted to have fun with me, and I went and dumped her. Am I the worst daughter ever?
Yeah, doy.
You didn't have to answer so fast.
Thanks for that. I'll log that away.
You are her pride and joy, so act like it! But you're right. And the worst part is I'm missing out on doing this with my mom.
I think we both learned a valuable lesson today. That no matter how hard we try to avoid it, there will always be forces in this world.
Sweet child! I overheard your heart-wrenching plight. I'll happily bow out so your mother can join you!
I just love how optimistic and sympathetic Miss Bernardo can be. It's like if season 5 and 6 are starting to shift her development up to make her feel like she's such a likable character, unlike Flip. Maybe I should ask Greg Griffin to sound like Miss Bernardo for one of my reviews.
But I know Mom is gonna be really hurt when I tell her I fibbed. She won't want to do the pageant with me.
Thou shalt never know, unless thou triest.
So Lola actually makes it back to the Loud House and makes a confession that she fibbed her own mother.
Mom!
I am home now.
I fibbed! The pageant wasn't canceled. I only said that to make you drop out. I was worried you'd ruin my chances of winning.
You're grounded. No, I'm just fucking around with all you guys. That's not what really happens there, but instead...
That's very disappointing, sweetie. I wish you'd been honest with me.
Yeah, Lola and honesty, that'd be like Lisa experimenting on Lenny's brain.
This is a delicate procedure. I'm trying to x-ray, Carl. Will you please stop with the and the oh yeah?
It's a delicate procedure. Delicate procedure. Delicate procedure.
Oh yeah. Look, I need quiet in here. Just take him down the hall. You fucking dick shit!
I'm sorry. And I was wrong to do it anyway. All I want is to have you back as my pageant partner so we can have fun together. What do you say?
No, absolutely not.
I don't think I can do it, Lola.
Ooh, she gonna get you good for crossing that line.
Unless you hurry up and find us something to wear.
Thanks, Mom!
How do I ever, never so
Ah, yes. Like mother, like daughter. What could be more heartfelt than just seeing a mother hug her own child? It warms my cartoon heart.
Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Back.
Aww. Dance with me.
Now, I'm not the biggest fan of the movie Happy Feet, but I gotta admit, they got some great foot tapping style. It's Super Mother's Daughter's Day on this special Mother's Day. An episode that's really love, we all gotta watch it. Greatly, we don't have to say a word that rhymes with fuck you. Okay, I'm gonna stop with the Mary Poppins bullshit.
Well, sweetie, I hope you're not too upset about us not winning.
Yep, you see that? I was right the whole entire time. Doesn't anybody actually see the pattern between Gowning Out, A Star is Born, and this episode? Where Lola was actually in an episode trying to win something, and then in the very end, she doesn't win at all?
Wilma!
But Lola has this to say.
Having fun with you was better than any crown.
Oh, good! Because I already ordered those matching leopard print jumpsuits.
Survey says...
And that was Crown and Dirty. Okay, so there were a bunch of things with this episode I really enjoy, especially when this is the first time coming from Lola and Rita being together. So Lola is trying to compete in the mother and daughter pageant and doesn't think her mom's going to be so much good enough for them to win. So she goes to the mall and actually finds a replacement, which turned out to be Miss Bernardo, who I'll get to in a moment. Everything turns out so much well until she meets up with Lindsay Sweetwater and Claudette that tell her that hanging around with their mothers is more important than them actually winning an award. So Lola realizes her mistake and actually goes back and tells her mom that she fibbed to her, and she is all forgiven. Even though they did their little Happy Feet tap dancing, they still didn't win, but Lola didn't feel too much upset about it. So in the first half of the episode, Lola was all about winning, but in the very end, she doesn't actually win at all. These feel like a bit of repetitive vibes that came from A Star is Born and Gowning Out. And I think it was so much a very sweet episode when Rita is actually in it with Lola. I love so much the fact that Rita wasn't too much about winning this mother and daughter competition. She just wanted to have fun with Lola. And you'd think that Lola would actually learn her lesson already from some of these episodes by now. But at least the crew actually added something on to her episode, especially when Miss Bernardo was a saving grace. And speaking about her, let's talk about this character. Normally I found Miss Bernardo a little obnoxious and overdramatic, but somehow in season 6, she becomes more of a likable character that quite does understand what some of the Louds are going through. Because when she agreed to pretend to be Lola's mother, and then suddenly when Lola breaks down and talks to her doll figures about how the way her mother was actually trying to have so much fun with her, Miss Bernardo simply lightens up and tells her that everything is going to be all right. And she truly does sympathize with Lola, just like the way she did with Lou Ann. Hell, I think it's actually safe to say that she's actually going to be a good mother in the future. Hell, it feels like she knows how to handle kids more than Rita and Lynn do. So some of the jokes with Lola can be funny. The interaction with her and Miss Bernardo was exhilarating, especially when you got Grey Griffin playing two characters. And the interaction with her and her mother can be a bit selfish, but it does get very sweet in the very end. This is a highly recommend to watch, even if there are some stuff that actually repeat itself. In fact, if you watch A Novel Idea, The Right Stuff, Right and Wrong, Undercover Mom, and this, you'll get 5 times the mother's care on a certain day like this. And I really had fun watching this episode. This has been the Loud House Critic, and off to Motor City Comic Con.
In the loud house, duck, dodge, push and shove is how we show our love. In the loud house, gotta love mom and dad for not going completely mad.
That's a nickname that Zach came up with. Of course, you and I are still Clink and McCloud.